In hockey history, Nashville Predators currently find themselves in fourth place in the Central Division after 42 games skated. They have a record of 23-18-1, 47 points, have some 13 points behind the first place Winnipeg Jets. On home ice, which is where the Nashville Predators' next game will take place, they have a record of 12-11-0. Predators scored 135 goals this season. They've given up 133. That means they have a goal differential of +2. Predators' next game will be against the New York Islanders. It'll be the second night of back-to-backs. But before we bear down on that particular matchup, let's talk about the updated standings in the Central Division. The Winnipeg Jets are in first place with a record of 28-9-4. They have 60 points on the season, 3 points clear of the second place Colorado Avalanche. And then the third place Dallas Stars have 53 points. And you'll find your Nashville Predators currently holding a wild card playoff spot and sitting in fourth in the Central Division with 47 points. The St. Louis Blues have jumped over the Arizona Coyotes to overtake fifth place in the Central Division with 43 points. The Arizona Coyotes are at 42 points in sixth place. The Minnesota Wild are in seventh in the Central Division with 39 points. And the Chicago Blackhawks at 26 points are in eighth and last place in the Central Division. Once the Nashville Predators wrap up this back-to-back situation, the second night will be at home against the New York Islanders. Monday, off to Vegas. Thursday in L.A. Saturday in Arizona. 3-game Western road trip. We'll have the Nashville Predators tied up for the next week, then back on home ice on the 22nd of January versus the Florida Panthers. On the 25th of January, back on the road in Minnesota. First of two regular season meetings between the Nashville Predators and the New York Islanders, the Preds' next opponent. On April the 6th, right near the end of the season, right near the end of the schedule, the Predators will be in the island to take on the New York Islanders. The Islanders overall in season 19-12-10, 48 points, has them fourth overall in the Metropolitan Division. On the road, they are 8-7-4. They've scored 127 goals. They've given up 138. That means they have a goal differential of -11 on the season. When it comes to their most recent stretch of action, we'll go back and talk about 5 games. We'll start with the calendar flip to 2024 on January the 2nd. It was a 5-4 overtime loss at the Colorado Avalanche. On the 4th of January, a 5-1 win at the Arizona Coyotes. On the 6th of January, 5-2 loss at the Vegas Golden Knights. On the 9th of January, it was a 5-2 loss versus the Vancouver Canucks. And most recently on the 11th, a 4-3 overtime win versus the Toronto Maple Leafs. It was Sorokin and net going 32 out of 35 and picking up the victory. Take a look inside the numbers and the rankings for these two teams. The Nashville Predators scoring 3.17 goals per game is 17th best in the NHL, while the Islanders are scoring 3.07 goals per game. That is 19th overall in the National Hockey League. In the goals against category, the Preds lead in this category too. 3.17 is 19th best in the league, while the Islanders are giving up 3.29 goals per game. That is 21st overall in the NHL. So look at that for the Nashville Predators. When it comes to the Jekyll and Hyde metrics and the up and downs of all the things that we've been dealing with lately, the margin of error for the Predators is not razor thin. It's non-existent. 3.17 goals per game, 3.17 goals given up per game. Now, let's move on to the shots category. The Islanders only generating 29.7 shots on goal per game is 22nd in the NHL, while the Predators generating 30.8. That's 16th in the NHL. In the shots against category, Islanders giving up 35.1 per game. That's 31st, one spot from the bottom of the league, while the Predators are giving up 30.4. That's 18th in the NHL. In the special teams metrics, the Islanders have the better power play, converting at 25% of the season. That's 9th overall. 28 out of 112 opportunities. Preds have had many more opportunities and have had 2 more goals than the Islanders. They're 16th best in conversion rate at 20.8%, 30 out of 144 for the Nashville Predators raw data on the power play. On the penalty kill, it is the Nashville Predators leading in this metric. 76.5% kill rate is 25th best in the NHL. They've given up 32 power play goals against, and this is surprising. Not many teams have given up more power play goals than the Predators. The Islanders have given up 33 power play goals against on the season. Their kill rate, 73%, is 29th overall. When it comes to the individual scores for each of these teams, let's start with the visiting New York Islanders. Barzal is 12 goals and 33 assists for 45 points and typically plays quite well against the Nashville Predators. Dobson, 6 goals and 36 assists for 42 points. Bo Horvat, 17 goals and 23 assists for 40 points. Nelson, 19 and 16 for 35. And Palmieri, 10 and 13 for 23. Over on the Nashville Predators side of the ledger, Philip Forsberg leads in goals, leads in assists, and also leads in points. 22 goals, 25 assists, 47 points on the season. Ryan O'Reilly at 16 goals and 22 assists for 38 points, second overall on the team. The captain, Roman Yossi, at 8 goals and 27 assists for 35 points. Gus Nyquist, 11 and 23 for 34, and Colton Sissons, 12 goals, 9 assists, 21 points. Anticipated goaltending matchup sees UC Saros in net for the second night of back-to-backs on home ice. 16-15-1 is his record, an .899 save percentage, a 3.09 goals against average. Kevin Lankinen's updated numbers, 6-3-0, 898 save percentage, 3.12 goals against average. Ilya Sorokin, 13-8-8 on the season, 909 save percentage, 3.19 goals against average.
Hockey